Brazen bandits have always had a special place in Australian popular legend. I suppose it dates back to the days of Ned Kelly. In modern times, we sometimes grant grudging respect to criminal masterminds who plan and carry out spectacularly successful heists without anyone getting hurt. But in the Criminal Hall of Fame, few rank higher than the gang who pulled off the great bookie robbery. The racers. Nothing seems richer or faster when people spend money here, and they spend lots of it. They'll bet on anything, as long as the odds are good. But there came a day not so long ago when it all went wrong. That day, no one had bet that every cent spent at the racetrack would end up in the hands of men like these. It was April 1976, just after the Easter long weekend, when over $1 million was stolen in a robbery considered to be one of the most carefully planned in Australia's criminal history. The bookmakers had gathered at the Victorian Club to settle outstanding bets, as they did every week. An unusually large amount of cash was on hand, as the Easter holiday had delayed settling. Just after midday, a man dressed as a tradesman slipped unnoticed into the club. He headed straight for the settling room, where he opened a stairwell door to let 5 master compasses in, stunning the bookies. Alf King was at the Victorian Club that day.
Oh, well, actually, I thought they must have been filming some documentary for TV, because I saw people running in with guns, and I didn't think that could be for real.
2 main Nicholas guards were quickly disarmed, and what followed was a methodical, well-organised rape of the takings from several race meetings. Miraculously, no one was hurt.
I don't think there was any fear of anybody getting hurt. You would think that they were from Geelong Grammar or one of the public schools. There was no abuse, no threatening, just they asked us to comply with what they said. And we did.
Locks were neatly snipped off 8 metal boxes, and soon the bandits were out the door, blending in with the lunchtime crowd. Police rushed to the scene, but it was too late. Chief Superintendent Neil Ford remembers getting the call from the Victorian Club.
The scene was an area of confusion. People were emotive in that they hadn't realised that such a thing could happen. Some of the people were elderly, scared and frightened. They were going around talking to one another, which was bad as far as investigative techniques concerned, because they then adopt what others tell them as against what they saw.
An investigation followed, but authorities never found the untraceable cash, nor were they able to bring the thieves to trial.
I think we all used to have nightmares rather than dreams. We used to think about it when we were working on it. We'd be working pretty long hours, and we'd think about it, worry about it, smoke our heads off, yeah, all those things.
While larger heists would follow the great bookie robbery, as it came to be known, few would attract such attention from the public and the press. And few would forget the day the odds ran against the bookies at the Victorian Club. Well, even though it's nearly 16 years since the robbery and none of the money has been recovered, there have been rumours that most of the bookie gang became victims of toe cutters, that particularly nasty breed in the underworld who torture and kill other criminals to steal their ill-gotten proceeds. But the criminal wall of silence has remained intact, and the great bookie robbery remains one of this country's greatest unsolved mysteries.